Okay. Okay. All right. Hello, everybody. Hello. 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 Oh my God, I'm tired again. I'm tired. I shouldn't be tired. I'm tired. I'm tired. I'm not sleeping. I'm not sleeping. But thank you very much for coming. Hello, producer. Let me just wave hello to the producer who's here. So if you know, I am not alone right now. I've got 2 cups of tea that I'm drinking. Maybe 1 cup of coffee would have been better. Anyway, welcome. Welcome to day 156. Day 156, 14th of November 2025 of Lewis Schaffer Night Stream. I've been told that you don't like the name Night Stream. I need to lay off the samosas. I didn't have samosas today, but I went. Remember the bread I bought yesterday? I had 2 sandwiches, which is 85 grams of. It's very little bread. It's tiny bloomer light thin bread, but it's still 85 grams of bread. And then I went and had an ice cream, and then I went and had 2 plums, and then I put jam. I put a little bit of jam on the bread. You are right. You are right. I've been I've been good. I woke up today. I weighed 77.2 kilograms today, which means I'm down zero point 0.2 kilograms from yesterday. Um, I think maybe I need a holiday. Maybe I should take a holiday. Anyway, hello, Janet. You stay awake too. I saw what you wrote. Julian, Claire, beautiful Claire. Keith Bexley, beautiful Keith Bexley. Warmelian, thank you for coming in there, Warmelian. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Good news today. I got an appointment to have my eyes checked to see if I've gotten any retinopathy. That's such good news. It's really easy with Specsavers. It's just pay £25. Who else has done that? Who has done an OCT test? Do you know what that test is called? It's an OCT to see if there's any damage to the eyes because of my high blood pressure. I'll check my blood pressure later. I'll check it. BLOOD pressure later. Okay, that's what I'm going to do. Second thing is on Wednesday, next Wednesday, I'll go in. I probably won't go in. I'll do a live stream with four would be live stream with Leo Curse. So that's a something. I used to be a something. Who remembers when I was a something? Alex is here. We all have to pay, but if you come illegally on a boat, it's free. Everything is free. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Left-wing liars. They're just lying. They're just lying. OCT is the third image of your eye. Is that the third image of your eye? What it is it looks in. I don't know how it works. It looks. Is that a joke? I didn't get the joke. I'm going to answer it seriously. It looks into your eye and see if there's any broken blood vessels on your eye, which they believe is caused by high blood pressure. Possibly. Or maybe it's caused by sneezing too hard or coughing too hard. Who knows what it's caused by? Joe, Warrior Princess is here. Joe, lovely, lovely, lovely. Okay, thank you very much, Alex. Good to see you. Darklands is here. So Darklands, I don't know what it is. You want me to go look it up? I'll look it up. My phone number was on yesterday's stream, so I had to delete it. I got a call from Judels, and Judels told me that I had to delete it, so I delete it. Whatever she tells me to do, I delete. I thought I was in more trouble. I think maybe I'm Gnome Hunter here. Maybe I'm in trouble for even mentioning that she suggested that I delete it. But it is, at least I think it's been deleted. I'm not 100% sure if it's been deleted. I don't know whether the blue area is the area that they're cutting out or the blue area is the area that they're saving. I cannot tell. It's been 2 years since I went. I am period. Since you went to the eye test. Period. I I am due for a test. Yeah, well they want you to come in there. Most important thing is be thin and beautiful. I mean, I don't know how thin and beautiful I'm going to be tomorrow. If I don't eat any more food, if after this show I go out for a run, can you hear me? I forgot to ask. Can you hear me? Can you see me? Can you hear me? Can you see me? I, it's like going to, it's like going to the dentist. You don't need to go to the dentist if you eat properly. Eugene DeVere, hello, Eugene DeVere. Joodles did a good thing there, Lewis. You don't want tons of people seeing your phone number, any private information. Who says I don't? Let them come and see me. Let them call me up. Let them regret speaking to me. And they will regret it. They will regret it because next thing you know, you can't get rid of me. And I'm not going to, anyway. Fit Maltese Phil is here. Hello, all. Sorry I missed yesterday. The power went off. It happens a lot here. Yeah, it happens a lot. The power went off. But don't worry, you're part of Europe. You're part of Europe. The women can call me. You want to call me, but make sure you're thin. Or you call me, say, hey, Lewis, I'm calling you now, but I'm going to get thin, and I'll call you again when I'm thin. Maltese Phil, laugh out loud. Reminds me of my childhood home in Greece, where the power used to go off. I remember when I was in New York, the power went off in New York. We had blackouts. 1960, 65, we had a big blackout. It was exciting. It was exciting. And then in 1977, I wasn't in New York City at the time. I was up at uni, or as we used to call it, college. Okay, Maltese Phil. So yeah, that's what it's all reminiscent of all of this stuff. Lewis's last stalker took a restraining order out against him. Against him, yeah. I mean, yeah, yeah. You gotta fight fire with fire, Warmelian. I kind of agree with that. You fight fire with fire. Fight fire with fire. I'm sorry, Claire. I went out and had an ice cream and I had 3 plums and then I came home and there's a bit of bread here and I thought, you know what? I'll eat the bread. I'll eat a bit of the bread. And I ate a bit of the bread. So it's not the best way to live. It's not the best way. Keith Bexley is laughing. So we are all laughing. And that's what's going to happen to this country, probably, with all these people coming in. Where is the money coming from to give them the homes and stuff, to put them in hotels? Where is the money coming from, people? Do you know? Does labor know? Then labor says we're not going to raise the big taxes, but we'll raise 1,000,000 little taxes. And they'll blame it on Rachel Reeves and they'll fire Rachel Reeves. That's the political system here. You got to have somebody to blame. Rachel Reeves. I mean, she doesn't look like she knows what she's doing. Does she? Is that wrong? Is that sexist of me to say that she doesn't know knows what she's doing? But then again, Keir Starmer, he kind of knows. He kind of looks like he knows what he's doing. And what he's doing is 100% bad. 100% bad. Then Leanne, then me, and then Dame Claire. You can call me and bother me. You can call me and bother me. I don't know what you're going to get out of it. I'll probably wind up borrowing money from you the way things are going. Speaking of borrowing money, make sure you like and make sure you subscribe if you haven't done that already. The money is coming from the pot that's supposed to house British people, homeless British veterans. It makes my blood boil. Yeah, that's where the money's coming from. And now we shouldn't give those people money either. We should just cut taxes and let people make their own way. How cruel is that? I'm being cruel. We would call it the federal government, the big government in this country. Let's say there were no immigrants. They'd find a way to steal money. because that's how they get rich. That's how they get rich. I've had a bottle of carbs recently too, says Keith Bexley. I've been really tired since it's been getting dark. It happens. Yeah, maybe that's what it is. Maybe that's what it is. I mean, maybe I'm waking up too early. Maybe I'm not going to sleep early enough. Maybe I need something more to do. I think I need something more to do. We've done this for 156 days, and it's time for us to get moving. I get everything for free, says Janet. Is that true? Why would you even want to brag about that? Yeah, they are all useless. The sooner the sooner they F it all up, the sooner we can scrap it all and start again. Keith Bexley. Well, you hope so. You hope so. You hope so. Who's gonna take over the country? Who's got the right way of looking at the problem here? Does Reform have the right way? I'm not sure that they do. We are Lewis's angels, says Claire. Thank you very much. How come you're thin, Claire? There's your question. How come you're thin? Revolution. Well, we still need a revolutionary leader, someone who's going to lead the country into something better. And unfortunately, with revolutions, it could be good, but it could be the new leader, could be worse than the old leader. Meet the old boss, same as the new boss. Same as the old boss. Loving that, we also look as good. Ha ha. Well, you could look as good. There's a different look for every kind of guy, basically. Every kind of guy. I mean, it was raining here in London. It was producer, is it an exhausting day today?
Yeah.
There's something very exhausting.
Do you want anything from the shop?
What do you think you're going to bring back?
I'll bring you an ice cream.
No, do not bring me an. I've had one already today.
But you said no, but do you actually mean yes?
I mean no.
Do you actually mean yes, though?
No. No, thank you for asking, and thank you for...
What else would you like?
What else could you bring? The producer is going to the shop. What else is there?
Okay, I'll get you something.
No, you're not. I don't trust you. Don't get me anything. Definitely do not get me a muffin. I don't like muffins enough that... I would never go to the shop and just buy a muffin. What did you say? I'm doing some kind of podcast with Leo for his Patreon account or whatever it is. The fact that he wants me on it is good enough. Maybe word is spreading about how good that this live stream is. Eugene DeVere or Keith Bexley or Day. Maybe that's what's happening. Eventually, you just got to stay at something long enough. Usually one of these two shows, I'm exhausted. This happens to be the first show. I mean, I don't like to even call this a show. It's not a show. There's no showiness up to it. Is there showiness? I don't think there is. Hey, Lewis, I'm fat. Well, you're not going to have sex with Lewis Schaffer if you're fat. It's as simple as that, Janet. So, Janet says she's fat. What are you going to do not to be fat? It's a very hard process to be thin. It's not easy. You could take those pills, and then what happens? It's got some kind of side effect which is going to mess you up, number one. And number two, eventually you'll stop taking it and you'll get fat again. So what is the point of being fat? The most important thing is to be thin and beautiful and think about having sex with Lewis Schaffer. John Van Dam is here. Lewis, your hair looks marvelous. Thank you very much. Yeah, I combed it. I took a shower. But thank you very much. Did you read the articles about young people not washing their hair now? You are an influencer. Is that true? I mean, I've only not been washing my hair about 2 or 3 years. I mean, I used to wash my hair every single day for over 40 years, every single day.
It's
You
a
don't,
thing not to wash your hair though.
is that right?
Yeah, it's become more like acceptable.
I
not,
did,
not to like just use water,
but no shampoo.
yeah.
Really?
Yeah, because like it's like about your hair getting like builds up oils and stuff, and it's better for it.
Well, John Van Dam, the producer, my number one son, he says that that it's a thing right now amongst the young people, I assume.
Was it Samuel Harris from the New York Times?
No,
John Harris.
Yeah.
John Harris, yeah. He did a
He did a video on that. Yeah.
he did. I don't know if you've watched it.
I did. I saw that. That's one of the things that made me do it. I saw that video.
Yeah.
And now it's become popular. I was actually yelled at by my friend Russ yesterday. He said, "Is anybody ever listening to you?" Well, that's almost. I'm not saying people are listening to me, but I am right. I was sort of right.
He makes a good point, Russ.
People do not listen to me. He don't. He's concerned about me. He's concerned. He's concerned about himself. He's concerned about me.
You spend too much time doing this, basically.
Doing this.
Yeah, doing the stream. That's
Why do I spend too much time? The producer
why,
says,
because it sucks up all the time of the day. Everything revolves around it. You end up doing nothing.
But
And this isn't productive.
I would wind up not doing anything.
I don't know. You do something.
Right.
Because you'd feel like you needed to do something. Like you don't do shows anymore.
No.
So you don't do shows.
I don't go out.
You don't do anything.
I don't do anything.
It's unhealthy.
It's unhealthy. This is how my son talks. In what do you call that? It's hyperstatement. What is it called? So what should I be doing with my time?
Do this 3 times a week.
The producer says I should do it 3 times a week. I mean, let me see how many people are watching.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
But there are 4.8 million people watching this. Everybody, can we like the stream? Can we like it? But what about me? I like doing it.
It's not good.
My son says this is not good.
I like doing crack cocaine. You know.
He's making a joke. Yes. Well, you don't have an alternative for something for me to do, babe. You know, if you come up with an alternative, I'll do it. Make sure you bring back something, Columbus. I mean, producer. The Lewis Schaffer stream is not a show. It's not an experience. It's a lifestyle. It's a lifestyle. It's for people like us who've got plenty of time just to sit here and to just luxuriate by doing nothing, right? Is that what you are saying? It's a lifestyle, says Warmellian. Money comes from us, the taxpayer. Of course it does. You know, that's what the left does. The left, they're thieves, and I hate to say it, but they're horrible people. It's like what's going on in America now with Donald Trump and Jeffrey Epstein. It sounds like bogusness, basically. Real poo, not shampoo, says Eugene. That's funny. Real poo, not shampoo. Well, ever since I changed my diet, I don't poo as often as I used to poo. But I poo a bit more now that I've been eating the carbs. The show, says Vatnai, does not do your stream justice. It's a grand manifestation. I'm not bragging, Lewis, says Janet. Just low income, so I get free stuff. It's still, let's figure out how to make money so we don't get free stuff. I get free stuff, but it's called a pension. They make it seem like, you deserve it because you got a pension. It's not. You don't deserve it. Joe says the producer just cares. He sounded like he cared. Didn't he sound like he cared? Claire says you should be doing me with your time, Lewis. That's what Claire says. Okay, that's a good idea. I do think you should read more. You should rest more personally. Too much of anything isn't good. Yeah, 156 days. It might be too much. It might be too much. I do think you should rest more personally. Too much. Okay, that's what Keith says. Tell the producer that we like it. It's a service to mankind. Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's good. It's, we're all here. We're here. We're talking. We're here. We are talking. The producer doesn't understand the importance of the Lewis Schaffer quote unquote show. We must replace him. We will find a nice Indian who will do the job without expecting money, ice cream, or even a free room. Yes. Is anybody out there from India? I'd like somebody to be sitting right here, to be watching over this. It makes the show a bit more interesting. Collect stamps. I used to collect stamps, and then my stamp collection was taken from me. Now then, chums, how are we all? This Joodles is here. Bloody weather and bloody traffic it's mental out there. It's mental, Joodles. It's mental. I can believe that it's mental. I think the politicians forget that we pay their wages. No, they know. They know. That's why they're politicians, because they know that somebody's paying their wages. They're just liars and thieves. Not all politicians, but definitely the left. And when I say the left, I mean the Tories too, those people. It used to be the old British Tory politicians were open about it. They say we want to make things as easy as possible for business people to make money. And now the left go, we want to make things as difficult as possible for people to make money because we don't think they should be, because they've stolen the money. That's what they actually believe. Don't you agree? You could buy a cow poo shampoo from India. You don't need any shampoos. I mean, I don't use any shampoos. You don't need any shampoos. What you need is, you need to eat the right foods. Get sun, get a bit of exercise, sleep, and reduce your stress. Maltese Phil, did you hear about the RAF pilot who shot down 2 flying carpets in Afghanistan? He's in trouble. They were Allied carpets. I guess that's a brand of carpets in the country. Allied carpets. Allied carpets. Okay, that I would say that's probably funny. If it's probably funny, but I'm not sure about Allied carpets. I don't think I've ever heard that, but it sounds like a brand. It sounds like a brand. Happy Friday, everybody. That's what Judel says. Happy Friday, everybody. A Maltese Phil is saying, hi, Judels. Hello, lovely. Yeah, that's what Judels want to be told. That's what all women want to be told. That's what all men want to be told. Hello, lovely. You're so beautiful. I just love looking at you. But men can't get away with that. We cannot get away with it. Men have to be, I don't know. Lewis Schaffer live, says Maltese Phil. You probably have to be here you would have had to have been here in the 80s. The adverts were all over the TV, yeah. So somebody who came in the 90s, was born in the 90s, they're not going to know that ad. That's the thing about comedy. You got to know what other people know. That's what makes something funny. Groucho Marx joke from Eugene DeVere. I had a wonderful evening, but this wasn't it. That's what Groucho Marx said. Very, very good. Very, very good. So let's just get back over here. Oh, we got 14 people. If you haven't, 22. Brilliant. So if you haven't pressed thumbs up, you can press up thumbs up now, which would be good. I might make another cup of tea. But you know what I do? I filter the tea. Do you think filtered teas remove caffeine? Make them less high in caffeine? And I believe in filtering. Takes away the back pain. Not that I've got back pain. 2.4 Children was a good comedy. 2.4. That that had historical references. Says Ron Smith is here. Good to see you, Ron. I never saw it. I'd never even heard of it. Lewis. You can get the winter fuel allowance like me. Yes, that's true. Well, they're sending me money. I mean, it's very hard to say no, I don't want to take the money. It's very hard. And that's how they take control of your lives, the left. Is they send you money and then they go, well, oh, they did send me money. This is how they won elections in like New York State or in Chicago. This is how they did that. They won elections that way. They won elections. 5:30 in the afternoon and you're still hungover, Caribbean. Bloody hell. Is Caribbean hungover? Evening oil. Don't shout. I have a hangover. Yeah, so she was drinking. Well, that's what they do out there in Greenwich. They got the Weatherspoons. Do you go to the Weatherspoons there? I go to the Weatherspoons a lot. I used to go to a lot of bars there. I don't go to that many bars there. Caribbean. So people say, Joe is asking, did you have a good night, Caribbean? I mean, the problem is that alcohol is very bad for you. Very, very bad for you. Even the smallest amount. And then there was a while where they said, oh, a cup of red wine is good for you. Do you remember when they used to say that? A cup of red wine was good for you. And it's not good for you. Wine is not good for you. It basically tells the body something bad is happening. You're drinking toxins. You're drinking fermented plant food. Ron Smith, just have a few beers. Ooh, fight, says Harry Hill. Sorry, Janet, my mother is on Claire, says Joodles. I remember they said you'd have to drink several times to get any benefit from red wine. You'd have to drink several liters. Several liters to get any benefit from red wine. I don't think you would. No. Why? Because it's got resveratrol or some other lie of it. I mean, it's all a lie. It's all a lie. Drinking makes you look beautiful, but I haven't been drinking. But I haven't been drinking. But I have been drinking. It makes you look beautiful. That's Eugene DeVere. I think I'm going to make myself another cup of tea. Do you mind if I make myself another cup of tea? What can we do? What can we do while I'm making a cup of tea? What can I do? I'm going to go in the other room. Maybe you can come down here and like this thing. Thumbs up. Maybe you can subscribe. Got 25 people liking this thing, which is good. We could do that. So you talk amongst yourselves, and I'll be back in a second. Okay. I'm boiling the water. Did you go on Twitter over here? Can you see the Twitter? Can we see the Twitter? Let's go on the Twitter. Thank you very much. My new video is up. Over 60 views so far. I'll be famous soon. All right, a round of applause for Maltese Phil. What is the name of your Twitter, of your YouTube site, so people can watch it? Maltese Phil. Okay. Is he okay today, chum? He looks half confused. What have I missed? Lewis seems tired today. Bets he nods off. Yes, thank you. Yeah, yes, it's a good chance. I'm making another cup of tea. I don't know why I'm so tired. I went out for a walk in the rain. It was the rain. I call it a walk. I'm picking up rubbish. And I'm hoping the people, girls, are looking at me and saying, he's an old man, but he's picking up rubbish. Not sleeping well, apparently, Shanks. I haven't been sleeping well for years and years. I have not been sleeping well. I don't know what it is. Good interview with Leo and Nick Dixon. Yeah, well, yeah, I saw that. I didn't want to pay £5 for it, but maybe you could pay £5 for it. Oh, FF's sake, 4 million. That'll be it. What is he saying? He's been on the bread Joodles. Yes, 4 million. Yes, but that was 2 hours ago. Yes, that could be it. Don't tell Claire, because Claire is constantly trying to get on my case not to eat the bread. I'm going to throw the bread out. I bought the loaf of bread. I said to my son, eat the bread. I mean, I shouldn't give it to him. Why should I kill my own kid? This is son number 2. Why should I kill my own kid? But I did that. I've been on the bread. This is proof positive. This is what happens. This is what happens when you eat bad food. I'm constant. So free stuff, Lewis. Like me, it's not free, Janet. I actually paid money at the shop across the street. I don't know how much it cost. It didn't cost. It cost like a loaf of bread, it used to be a loaf of bread was 99 pence or 69 pence or something. Now it's like, how much, £3 or something? Constantly trying to get on you, Lewis. What is? You are? Don't throw it out, man. C2 will be fine with bread. Maybe, maybe not. You wake up one day and you've got cancer. Bread causes cancer. It causes you to be fat. It's horrible. Certain foods make me feel sluggish and tired. Of course they do. Carbs do. Sugar do. Bread is sugar. Bread is wheat flour, which is sugar. Whether you add a teaspoon of processed sugar to it, it doesn't matter. It's still sugar. It's still sugar. So I'm going to make another cup of tea. I'm not going to filter it. I'm just going to drink it. That's how brave I am. I'm going to put a little bit of milk in it. No sugar. Maybe I'll put a teaspoon of sugar. Give me a little bit of life. Dixon is a bit more serious on his own channel. Yeah, because Headliners is a comedy channel. Okay. Hi, Lewis. Don Henley, not Thin Lizzy, the other day. Forgive me if I'm wrong. 124 over 84 today. What does it mean that Don Henley, not Thin Lizzy, the other day? Was I thinking a Don Henley song? and 124/84. That sounds good in terms of blood pressure, but you don't know. Who knows what blood pressure is all about? I do not know. I don't know. I tell people I don't know. The reason why Ron Smith is more serious on his own channel, he is serious. He's one of the most serious people that I know. He's even more serious than I am, and I am like totally serious. Am I serious? Totally serious. So it's not just his own channel, but when we were on Headliners, it was supposed to be funny, I guess. Claire, you just need to turn up. That is like the coffee ad series or the Renault Clio nonsense from the 90s. Just grab him. Who, grab me? Who are we talking about? Who are we talking about? I agree, Claire. I remember years ago, she was still beautiful as always. Who are we talking about? I don't know. I drink tea without milk sometimes, as I do. But they say that milk is actually quite good for you. And it makes it colder, so you don't have to like just sit there and wait 5 to 10 minutes before you start drinking it. We need more comedy, less seriousness. Yeah, you're probably right. You're probably right. We need more comedy. But, who's going to provide the oh, maybe I'm supposed to do that. Good article on Stein Online if anyone is interested. What is the article on, Ron Smith? Tell us what the article is on. Must be a slow volt kettle. No, it's a good one. I just came in and sat down and it stopped working. It would have taken less time if I'd stared at the thing. Dixon's nightmare is being sued. Can you make some fake legal papers and send them to him? What, to give him a panic? I think he might get a bit upset. He's really upset about being sued. I'm never sued. Watch me being sued tomorrow. I'll be sued tomorrow. What have I said that's suable? Calling people liars and thieves? Someone's at Carrie B's door. Me too, because I'm fat and Claire is thin. What are we talking? I'm missing what we're talking about. I'm jumping ahead. I can't follow this thing. I'd still do you, Janet. I would even if you're fat. I would probably still do you, but I won't do you again. And I'll say, listen, I'm going to do you now because you're a beautiful girl, but you have to lose the weight before I do you again. And then it's up to you. You might just have to put up with being second. I mean, or third or fourth or fifth. I'm doing all the world at the present time. Janet, start by not snacking. It makes so much difference. Yes. Eat one part of a day. Eat 8 hours and don't eat the rest of the time. That's a good advice, Claire. I am with you. I'm with you. No snacking. No snacking. Panties and a G-string, says Shanks. What is that all about? That gets me all excited. Okay. Don't say, listen, Carrie B, you don't need to say goodbye. You don't need to say goodbye. You just apologize when you come in the next time. You say, hey, I'm here now. I couldn't be here. I had to leave the last time, but I'm not leaving now. So this is the conversation, a load of desperate women conversing on how they would do Lewis. Yes. What's wrong with that, Ron? And when I'm done with them, which doesn't take very long, or could take long, whatever it takes, I'm going to say, what about Ron Smith? What about going over to Ron Smith and throwing him a bone? And they go, okay. Eugene DeVere advertised for Michelin. That means he's fat. Mark Stein's website, according to Maltese Phil, looks like it was made in the 1990s. Let's take a look at that. Can we take a look at that? Mark Stein. Website. Okay, we're gonna go look. We're gonna look at Mark Stein's Stein Online. Stein Online. Oh, yes, it does. It really does. Look at that. Look at this thing here. Look at all this stuff here. I mean, that's very cool.
It does. It really
That
does.
that image of him in a suit.
Look at all this.
There's Mark Stein. He's had 2 heart attacks because he's fat.
Does.
He's fat.
That image of him.
He's fat. Oh my God! It looks like it's so old school. I got to get my website going again.
He's fat.
Winning the
Oh my
war,
God,
losing your country.
It's so old school.
This is.
I gotta get my
It's very
website
interesting to
going.
look at, though.
Winning the
Oh my
war,
God,
losing your country.
It needs some new typeface design.
It's
Very interesting to look at, though.
Winning the war, losing your country.
It needs some new typeface design.
Very interesting to look
I like Mark Stein a lot. Let's find out if he's Jewish. Mark Stein. I like Mark Stein a lot. Let's find out if he's Jewish. Mark Stein. Baptized Catholic, confirmed in the hours. He has stated that the last Jewish female in my line was my paternal great grandmother's. And both grandmothers were Catholic, so no. He just looks a bit fat. Both grandmothers were Catholic, so no. He just looks a bit fat. I mean, you don't want to say anything bad about the guy. You don't want to say anything bad about him. I like him. I like Mark Stein a lot. Do you not like Mark Stein? I like Mark Stein a lot. Is there echo? Sorry. Is there echo now? Let me turn the echo off. Okay. What typeface do you like? I'm old school or new school. I don't know. What's that? What is it called? I forget what it's called. I'm very simple. Sans serif. That's what I like. What type do you look like, Shanks? You know your typeface. Shanks has designed a lot of the thumbnails that we have. Brilliant. Mark has some rather nice ladies on his show. Tacoma 10 point. I like Tacoma, but it's too small. 10 point Tahoma. Is it Tahoma or Tacoma? Tahoma. It's too small. 10 point. It's too small. When I type things, it's usually in Verdonica. What is it called? What is the typeface called? Verdonica. What is the typeface called? I forgot what it's called. Famous typefaces. List of typefaces. What is it called? Slab serif? Sans serif? I guess that's what that is. Verdana. Verdana. I like that a lot, the Verdana one. I like it. Stein's usual saying, what I said 20 sod bollocks and years ago. Yeah, what did he say? What did he say? Leanne is here. Hello, beautiful Leanne. Day 156 in the big Lewis house. We're Googling fonts. Yeah, well, what else is there to do? We've had 156 days. Verdana is good for dyslexia, apparently. It's a good choice. I don't believe in dyslexia, but it's good for reading. It makes reading really easy for that. You know, I like it a lot. Verdana is very good. The queue outside Lewis's hotel room at his gig in February will be like the queue at a Black Friday sale. Yes, Shanks. People will be banging to get in, or banging to bang Lewis Schaffer. I hope that's not true. I hope it's true. I hope it's true. I hope, you don't want to stop being attractive. You want to be really good looking. You That's what everybody wants. We all want to be good looking. Leanne is here and Claire is here and Janet is here and Joodles is here and Joe is here. It's like it's a ladies night out. What typeface do you guys like? Tahoma? Let's take a look let's see what Tahoma is. Can I see what Tahoma is? There's Tahoma. Was also designed by the same guy who designed, while similar to Verdana, much tighter letter spacing and more complete Unicode character set. Carter first designed Tahoma as a bitmap font, then carefully wrapped there's now 1 million typefaces. I mean, people study typefaces. It's really interesting, actually. Bundling, free replacement. It was done for Microsoft. Okay. Did you see what Tahoma looks like? I thought I pressed the right button, but I didn't. Gil Sans MT. Okay, let's look up what Gil Sans MT stands for. Gil Sans MT. It's also nice. A lot of that's very nice. 1926. 1926. That is a really pretty type. That is really, really, really a pretty type. It is used on the subway. It was used on the underground. Underground type. Thanks. Johnston, 1913, by Frank Pick. Underground is part of the plan to strengthen the company's corporate identity. It's really pretty. I remember when I came, it was like embedded in my brain. I think that's beautiful. Johnston, that's what it's called. Mark Stein is great. Monkey Fox song was brilliant. I liked him. They told him he couldn't speak his own mind in Britain. But he couldn't do that in Canada either. He comes from Canada. Where does he live? Where do you think he lives? Where does he live? Where does Mark Stein live? He lives in New Hampshire, in Woodsville, New Hampshire, right across. Hello, what did you get? Let's see where this is. Can you see this? It's not quite as north as I thought it was. Oh, please. Oh, my God. Oh, you're so bad. What is this? Mango. Oh, you're not bad at all, but it is bad. This was very expensive, producer. Can you see? Can you see what?
I knew you'd like it because it's like it is basically candy, but it's like a You can rationalize it to yourself.
How many grams of carbs percent is in this? Any idea?
Enjoy.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Look what my son gave me. Can you see this? Mangoes. Bits of mangoes. I don't know how much that costs, but it's a lot of sugar. It's a lot of sugar. Tell me to put it down. Somebody tell me to put it down. Tell me to put it down. Tell me to put it down. So, let's see where this is. I've been up here many times. Woodsville. I've been here. Woodsville. I've been there. I've been to Franconia Notch. Franconia Notch, New Hampshire. It's really some beautiful, beautiful stuff up there. Oh my God. That is so good. That is so, so good. It's in Grafton County. Why there? Why does he live there? There's Canada here. I guess it's like maybe 2 hours from here to there. Let's see how long it takes to get there to Montreal. Come on. Montreal, Canada. By car. Let's see him. Oh, this is too good. What did I say? 3 hours and 8 minutes. 3 hours and 8 minutes. I mean, if you want to know someplace really great to go to in America, you go to New Hampshire. And it's similar to those places in what are those places called? Where Nick Dixon comes from, up there in the mountains, in the Lake District, the District. There are all these mountains. These are the base. This is the mountains here. You probably can't see that, but there's Mount Washington, which is like 6,000 feet high. Mount Carr. I've been over in 40 of these mountains when I was younger. When I had energy to climb. I don't have energy to climb right now, but I have energy to climb. That's so good. I'm sorry. It's like really. It's in the upper reaches of the Appalachian Mountains. Yeah. It's called the White Mountains, and then the next state over has the Green Mountains, which is Vermont. Yeah, step away from the carbs. I'm gonna have a few more pieces, and then producer, can you come in and take this away from me? I had a rubber band here. I was going to wrap it up in a rubber band. But you know what I'll do? I'll wrap it up in tape. It's really good. It's a lot of sugar, as he says, as he rips it apart, Joodles. Don't worry, Lewis. We're all already aware of how much of a hypocrite you are. I am a hypocrite. Is it hypocrisy? I know I shouldn't be eating it. I don't think it's good for me. So does that make me a hypocrite, Joodles? Inconsistent, maybe. Leonard Cohen Montreal is where Leonard Cohen was born, according to Claire. That's true. I mean, it was a great town. You know, and now it's not. I don't even know how French it is. They've let all the people move in there. They're probably not happy living there, having to learn French. Or maybe they won't have to learn French, the immigrants. You have to be strong. But this is, can you see this? Look at how beautiful that is. It's condensed sugar. That's what fruit is. Fruit is not condensed sugar, but it's sugar. Headliners was becoming too popular and fantastic entertainment. They couldn't cope with that. It's like shifting the agenda in the wrong direction, honestly, says Rod. I'm not quite sure that was the problem. I don't even remember the program. All I know is here I'm doing what I'm doing here. We are doing what we're doing here. If we've got a question to ask, we can discuss it openly here. And you guys can say something. Mukbang. And now I got to look up what mukbang means again. I forgot what it means. What's the difference between light and hard? You can actually sleep with a light on. Thank you, Russ. That's a joke. Thank you, Claire. I'm feeling okay. Just got a bit knackered after being battered by the storm. Yeah, it's very hot. It's very stormy. It's not really that stormy. I don't even know if I'm going to go out in between this show and the next show. I went out this afternoon and walked around for an hour. I picked up stuff. Let me see how many steps I've done. Have you done steps? Let's see how many steps I've done. 5,600 steps. I mean, it's not enough, but it might be enough. Young whites are leaving Canada in record numbers, yeah. Yeah. I mean, who knows what's going to happen? It might become part of America, these places. Who said this? Vatanai, yeah. I've been watching lots of stuff about Canada. I mean, I never liked them, but nobody hated them. And now half of the country is totally unlikable. Canada. Have you tried those parsnip chips? No. They are nice. Well, they probably have less carbs in them parsnip, right? But why do you need chips? And they're addictive. You don't need any of this stuff. This has nothing in it that can you see that? It has nothing in it that's going to make your day better. What is the difference between a good crap and sex? With crap, you don't have to cuddle. You don't have to cuddle it afterwards. Says Eugene DeVere. That's all right, I guess. What's the difference between a golf ball and a G-spot? A man will actually search for a golf ball. The noise of you eating is turning me, Joodles. How could... All right, I stopped eating. I'm not eating anymore. It's repulsive. You don't like me eating. Okay, you don't want me to survive. You don't want me to be happy, Joodles. That's up to you. I usually bake chicken for 80 minutes. Do you think 60 minutes it would be safer bet to avoid salmonella? Oh, for 50 minutes. 60 minutes. I'd stay away from chicken altogether unless you're out and about. That's when I eat chicken. When I go into KFC or Morley's or, maybe if I go to Weatherspoons. But why cook chicken? Get some raw meat, cut it into pieces, put it in the freezer, and then when you want to eat one, you put one on the frying pan to defrost it. That's what I eat, Lewis. Put your corpse down, please, for the sake of your slim, hot self. Yes. Well, we'll weigh ourselves tomorrow. We'll see how we feel. I'm going to probably have to go out and go running around. I'll have to go out. I'll have to walk for about 5,000 steps. I'll have to do that. I mean, what else can I do? This show has been I'm not saying it's the worst show, but it hasn't been a very, has it been all right? I can't tell. Has it been all right? I can't tell. We got almost 40 people watching for a Friday. Can we like the stream? We got 30 people liking it. Can we press the like button? 39 people. So we're doing really well. Maybe this is how the stream needs to be done. Very laconically, very laid back. Very like a nothing. You know. I mean, I believe in screaming over what's happening in the country, but you can't scream all the time. Can you scream all the time? You can't scream all the time. Ron Smith says, I got ill during the summer, had chicken in the oven. It could have been a few days out of date. I don't think so. You had it in the oven. You cooked it if you cooked it long enough. 41 people, Shanks. That's brilliant. Yeah. I don't know. I don't like cooked chicken because it doesn't have the same nutrient levels that beef does. You know, it's people they feed it grain, so it's not like it's a real chicken. And like they say in Serbia, chicken is a vegetable. I used to watch Richard Vobes. I stopped when he started drinking coffee loudly and smoking a pipe. The sound of both was disgusting. Who is Richard Vobes? Now I got to look that up. Can you tell me who Richard Vobes is? Richard Vobes. Richard Vobes. Is he an author? He's bald. He's got glasses on. He's got rotten teeth. He's got a channel. He has his channel. Let's see what his channel is. Electromagnetic radiation. Okay, maybe he's the kind that I would like. I like people who talk about that. He's got people watching him. That's what I need to do because these streams, I mean, I know exactly what I need to do. I'm just not going to do it. Okay, well, thank you, Vatnai, for talking about Richard Vobes. The mic picks it up and makes it worse, Vatnai, and the producer has tried to tell him. Maybe it's the microphone because the microphone's over here, and maybe it should be closer to my face. Maybe I should hold on to it like this. What do you say to that, Joodles? He started off doing walking history videos. In my life, Julian says, all my life I gave you nothing, and still you ask for more. Well, that's like that song. You gave me nothing, now that's all I've got. Let's find the lyrics there. Lyrics. You gave me nothing. Now that's all I've got. Okay, here we go. What an unbelievably great song that is. Can we talk about that song? Is it getting better, or do you feel the same? Will it make it easier on you? Now you've got someone to blame. You say one love, one life, when it's one need in the night. One love we get to share. Leaves you, baby, if you don't care for it. Did I disappoint you or leave a bad taste in your mouth? You act like you never had love and you want me to go without. Well, it's too late tonight to drag the past out into the light. We're one, but we're not the same. We get to carry each other. Carry each other. One. Have you come here for forgiveness? Have you come to raise the dead? Have you come to play Jesus to the experts in your head? Did I ask too much? More than a lot. You gave me nothing. I'm going to start crying. Now it's all I've got. We're one, but we're not the same. Well, we hurt each other. Then we do it again. You say that love is a temple. Love the higher law. Love is a temple. Love the higher law. You ask me to enter, but then you make me crawl. And I can't be holding on to what you've got when all you got is hurt. One love, one blood, one life. You got to do what you should. One life with each other, sisters, brothers. One life, but we're not the same. We get to carry each other. Carry each other. One. Is that a great song? Who thinks that's a great song? You too. One. That's like one of my favorite songs ever. Ever. Thank you for reminding me that, MC Scott. Team World Bono. Yeah. Well, what did he say? We're not the same. That's not Team World. We're not the same. One love, but we're not the same. Maybe we are the same. Somebody's got to care about us. But that's Bono, Team World Bono. Well, he's got so much money. Maybe he doesn't need the Irish people anymore. He doesn't need the Irish. Well, they'll come knocking on his door in his castle somewhere out in the middle of the hinterland in Ireland. You'll need to do that. Could you do me a favor? Could you put this somewhere? Like in the refrigerator? In your refrigerator? Thank you very much, Columbus. Thank you. You too. I thought it was crap. Now I know why. Well, it could be. Maybe what does that song say? I don't even know what it says, but it's the kind of lyrics that I like. It's like thinking man's lyrics. Was it not about Martin Luther King? Did he say that that's what it was about? I don't know. What was that song about? Bono is Nobo. Well, we've all turned on Bono because of, he's Team World. New Year's Day, that's their only good song. There are a couple of other good songs. I'll tell you the other song that I like. U2 songs. Let me see. I would think a lot of songs. There's a song. I'll have to go look. Let me look on the U2 wiki. Videography. There's another song that I've listened to a million times by U2. I'm sorry. I'm sorry what the song is. You like U2? Let me just search for this thing. Let's play this song.
You trying to get yourself kicked off YouTube by playing
Why?
copyrighted songs?
I'm not playing it.
You know?
No.
You said.
Well, I'm gonna play, but I'm not gonna. They're not gonna hear it.
That's. Oh, okay. Then what's the point?
What is that? Because so I can be reminded whether I like it or not, and then I'll sing it to them. Yeah. Do you know that song, everybody? This is the worst show that I've done so far. Without any breakdown. There's been no breakdown, but I'm missing something. Lewis thoughts on 10cc. I'm not in love. I used to listen to this when I was 7 years old and dial a disc on my telephone when my parents were splitting up and made me cry. Very emotional too. I'm not in love. That's true. That's true. They have some really great songs, and they had like 4 great songwriters, including what's his name, Graham Gouldman. He was amazing. He was amazing. There were some really good songs. I mean, I wasn't even that musically oriented, but I guess everybody was back then. But that U2 song makes me cry. Da 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 da. And you are the end of the world. You don't know that song. You know any music? Here is the song. I took the money. I spiked your drink. You miss too much these days if you stop to think. You led me on with those innocent eyes. You know I love the element of surprise. In the garden, I was playing the tart. I kissed your lips and broke your heart. And you said you were acting. And you were acting like it was the end of the world because I broke your heart. But in my dreams, I was drowning my sorrows. But my sorrows, they learned to swim, surrounding me, going down on me, spilling over the brim. Waves of regret and waves of joy. I reached out for the one I tried to destroy. And you said you'd wait till the end of the world. What a great song. I haven't seen you in quite a while. I was down the hold, just passing time. Last time we met, it was in a low-lit room. We were as close together as a bride and groom. We ate the food. We drank the wine. Everybody was having a good time, except you. You were talking about the end of the world. That's like me. I'm talking about the end of the world. I took the money and I spanked. I'm sorry if I like that. I'm talking of music news, says Russ. I just heard that a lost tape has been found of a recording of Dire Straits and Chris Ray together. When it's released, it'll be known as Diarrhea, Chris Rea and Diarrhea. Okay, that's a joke. Alan Partridge loved Chris Rea. Can you sing Far, Far Away? I don't know. I don't think I can. No, that's an old song from the war, is it not? I never liked U2, and I will never know how they got big. They were like one of the first punk bands to come in the second part of the punk era. You know, when punk was more entrenched. That's what I think is the story. When punk was entrenched. Bob Mortimer loved Chris Rea ever since he popped an egg in his bath, says Kermit. I don't know. Slade? I never listened to Slade. Slade was not big in America. I don't know what Slade is. It's funny, some music didn't go over there and some did. Referring to past conversations on music adverts. Ron Smith asks. But you acting like it was the end of the world. Who knows? What is Bono doing right now? I like the guitar player. I thought the guitar player was brilliant. Was brilliant. But I think Bono also played guitar, did he not? Hungry like a wolf. That was a good song. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Can you hear the producer's son? We can hear the producer's son tapping away on his keyboard, bless him. He must be busy. Are you busy?
No.
No, he's not busy. He's just a fast typist. He's just a fast typist.
I need to put on sound suppression.
What is sound suppression?
On the microphone.
On this microphone?
Yeah, I need to put it on in the settings.
Why? Am I too close to the thing?
No, it's that you shouldn't be able to hear it.
Oh, okay. But we have it in a way that if somebody else is here, someone else can listen to it.
No, that's not the problem. It's that it's a small sound that it shouldn't pick up. Because it will pick up like passing cars and stuff, and that's not good either.
No. But what kind of microphone is this? Is this a... It does matter. I'd like to know. Is it a microphone for picking up stuff close by?
No, that's not a diff. It doesn't matter.
It's a Duran Duran song.
It's a standard good microphone.
I know. I paid £75 for it. That's like a fortune.
Yeah.
Is that a fortune? Not really, but
not for microphones.
Well, someday, when we get over 10 million, we're very close to getting over 10 million. The edge is Fane. The edge is Fane. The edge is Fane, says Kermit. The edge was great. He was great. He was really good. And what I liked about Bono was they all shared in the production of the songs. So it wasn't like this is so-and-so song. So, it wasn't like the Beatles, where George Harrison could be a bit moody and maybe you don't know what Ringo Starr was thinking. But everybody got some money from the songs. Maybe we can look that up. I'd like to find out what other groups. Let me Google over here. What other musical rock groups shared songwriting credits? Okay. Fleetwood Mac, the Eagles, Pearl Jam, Chicago, and Genesis. Bands like The Doors and Coldplay have even split royalties equally regarding of who wrote the song. Did you know that? Many rock bands have shared songwriting credits, including Fleetwood Mac, Eagles, U2, Pearl Jam, Chicago, and Genesis. Black Sabbath in the 70s. The Doors. I don't know. REM. Duran Duran. Rage Against the Machine. REM. The Clash. I like it. It means that they tend to be nice to each other. And one guy says, just because the song is credited to a band like The Clash or even lists the individual members of the band, that does not mean that the actual copyright itself is split up into equal shares, according to this guy on the Steve Hoffman TV forums. Many times, it is not actually shared equally when you get into the legal paperwork behind the scenes. Bands may often share songwriting credit, but that may often be just for the music, and the lyrics sometimes credit only to one person. With U2, Bono gets full credit for the lyrics. It makes a large economic difference how much more Bono is getting paid for a band of U2's scale. Yeah, so there you go. That's really interesting. Did you know that? I didn't even know that. Let's go back on track. I didn't even know that. Even though Gary Glitter is banned in the UK, over in the US, his song I'm the leader of the gang is still being played at sports games, of course. Most Yanks don't even know who Gary Glitter is. Yeah, probably that's true. That's why he gets away with it, you know? I mean, look at what's happening with they're accusing Donald Trump, but it looks like Donald Trump hasn't done anything wrong. What do you think? Have you been following that at all? Lud is here. 10 years ago, I was a financial advisor for this singer, Badly Drawn Boy, and that was back before he changed his name to Badly Advised Boy. Okay, is that a joke? Who is Badly Drawn Boy? I don't even know who that is. Can I check who that is, please? I'm gonna check who that is. I'm gonna check who that is. Badly Drawn Boy. Do you mind? I'm gonna go check who that is. Badly Drawn Boy. He actually existed. Do you know who this guy is? I never even heard of this guy. Oh, look at that. Look at that house. Look at that. How sad that house looks. Oh, look, he's being kissed. Oh, that is nice. A boy kissing a girl. That is so nice. Let's see. Do you know what is the hit song that he had? Big hit. Oh, he got a bit fat. I don't know who he is. Who is he? Who is he? Who is he? Okay. All right, everybody. Let's say goodbye. Thank you for coming in. I appreciate you coming in. That's all that matters. That you came in. We've had a lot of people watching it, the show. Can you make sure you like the thing? Can you send Lewis some money if you feel like it? Not that this is a money-making enterprise, but it's important. We've got 35 people liking this stream, so that is really, really nice. I'm going to look up Badly Drawn Boy and find out if I like him. Oh my God, Lewis, Donald Trump and all the rest of the president's men were guilty as hell. I'm not sure Donald Trump was. You know, he reminds me of me. He just strikes me as a very shy guy. A very, very shy guy. If a girl jumped on top of him, maybe he would say yes. But he wasn't like, what's his name, like Jeffrey Epstein. He wasn't like that guy. And anyway, even if he was, this is just a diversion that the Democrats are doing. Freddie Starr ate a hamster. He was also involved with some weird shenanigans with the elites. I don't know. We can't discuss this right now, but you could discuss it on the bottom, and I might read something. But thank you, Ludd and Ron Smith and MC Scott. Thank you, Eugene, for coming in. Jedster for coming in. Thank you for being here. You made me feel all right. I didn't fall asleep, but this was not one of my better, whatever this was, streams. But I do appreciate it. Thank you very much. Janet was here. MC Scott, Maltese Phil. Shanks for the thumbnails and for the huge help. Kermit for just being amazing. Make sure you go to Twitter. There's that Twitter thing. Go to Twitter. Go to Discord. Vat and I mean, you're there already. Claire, thank you if you're still there. Thank you, Claire. I'm going to go take a nap after this. I'll see you at 10:30 tonight, probably. I mean, if I can't make it, Rod, thank you, Rod, Caribbean, Alex. If I can't make it, I'll let you know. We'll see how we feel. I mean, I like to be reliable. But sometimes I'm not. Russ, Janet, but sometimes you can't always be reliable. Joodles, beautiful Joodles. If I don't say someone's name, please, say, hey, Lewis, what about me? What am I chop liver, as we would say in New York? Joe, brilliant. Ron Smith, thank you for coming back, Ron Smith. There you go. So MC Scott, Kermit, some Belgian woman who was given to the elites as a toddler. I mean, there are going to be people like that. Absolute power corrupts absolutely. So there are bad people. But right now, we've got bigger problems than whether Jeffrey Epstein was a bad man, or whether Prince Andrew was a bad person. Claire, Leanne, beautiful Leanne. Thank you very much, everyone. Okay, we're going to say goodbye. We're going to say goodbye to everybody who was here. I think we just did, go to Discord, go to Lewis Schaffer. Can you see that? Go to Lewis Schaffer on X, Patreon or PayPal or Ko-fi. It would mean a lot. Andrew Gold. What did Andrew Gold say? I like that guy. Could have been a cousin of mine. My grandmother's name was Gold. And grandfather as well. So we'll see you later. I'm going to say goodbye. I'm going to press a thing. Okay. And then I'm going to press the end stream. Okay. So we have this for a couple of minutes. Jedsters. See you later, Jedster. Thank you very much for coming in.